What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today we're gonna start a brand new series on the channel. This is my first ever PvP series, you guys. I have been thinking about this for a very long time, and I was like, you know what? It's time for us to do something on the channel related to PvP, because we barely even use this feature. Alright, so I don't really like the PvP, it's not my favorite, but there's some fun stuff in there, and there's definitely a ton of strategy that goes into PvP, so we may as well just start playing with it, okay? So, what we're gonna do is the Rugrat Rumblers series! That's right, you guys, we are gonna use only baby Pokemon in the Great League. Do not power them up past the Great League. There's only a couple of babies that can even go that high, but yeah, Great League, you guys. Let's go ahead and do a Great League Rugrat Rumblers Cup! Now, I don't know if I'm actually going to do a real, cup, a tournament, because I don't know how everybody would be able to fight against everybody else, so I couldn't really give the prize except for spoofers, which is still pretty fun. I mean, I know there's a lot of you guys out there spoofing, and we can all battle if you're ultra friends with me too, so there's a lot of ways that we can battle, but I don't know about necessarily doing a cup, like an actual, tournament, but we're going to call it the Rugrat Rumblers Cup anyway, because why not? Alright, so, and if you guys want to do your own local tournaments, go for it. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be a really great way to spend some time in the game and put those babies to use. There's literally nothing to do with these babies in the game, but finally, we've got something we can do with the Rugrat Rumblers Cup, so I'm very excited about this. Now, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of my preparation for this series. I've been getting prepared for a couple of weeks now, thinking about what I need to actually do this series. Obviously, I need 3 strong babies. So I've been going through my baby Pokemon, and I've also been getting people to trade me baby Pokemon. So that's my first step in preparation for this series. Get those trades, you guys. Alright, I actually did not have a Chingling. I did not have a Lucario that I was happy with. I didn't have a couple of different things in the game, so I'm like, well, I gotta get those babies so I can battle with them. Now, there's quite a few baby battler, Rugrat Rumbler candidates that you can actually choose from to power up. There's quite a few that start off with really good CP, like Munchlax, for example, Magby, for example. Alright, you got quite a few candidates that you can power up, but I chose some kind of weird ones too, just because of my particular Pokemon that I have lucky. I highly recommend using your luckies for this series, because this is a massive waste of Stardust, you guys. This is probably the biggest waste of Stardust you could probably get other than powering up Unknown, alright? So yes, make sure that you pick some lucky Pokemon. I decided to go with all lucky Pokemon just so I could actually afford the Stardust, because I have no Stardust. But if you are a baller and you want to power up those shiny Pokemon that are not lucky, hey, you go for it. That is the ultimate flex in this Rugrat Rumblers Cup. That is going to be the hugest flex you can possibly flex out. I'm very excited to see who has the shiny babies, who actually has the dust to power them up, and who is gonna enter into the Rugrat Rumblers Cup with those powered up shiny babies. Not me. My babies are not strong enough. My shiny babies are all the weakest babies. I have Pichu, I have Cleffa. I don't think that they're going to be very competitive for this series. I might do a couple battles with them, but not against a Munchlax, not against a Magby, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and get into some of my other preparation that I've done for this series. I've been powering up Pokemon. That's right, you guys. I have spent hundreds of thousands of Stardust on powering up these baby Pokemon, as well as giving them extra moves, all that stuff to make them as competitive as possible for this Rugrat Rumblers Cup. I think it's going to be fun. I think this is the kind of series that we'll continue to do for months, and people will slowly power up their babies, figure out what's the baby meta, and then realize that we all powered up the wrong Pokemon, probably like this Tyrogue right here, and, you know, we'll start to power up other Pokemon and realize what that meta is and get those really high-level baby battles. That's not going to happen for a while. Obviously, the series is just starting. I don't think anybody knows what the baby meta is, but if you do know the baby meta, please put it down in the comments so everybody can learn from your wisdom. Thank you. Alright, but my wisdom has told me I probably should not have powered up this Tyrogue. This Tyrogue went to about 500 CP, and you guys know that that is not a lot of CP. You can hatch some Rugrat Rumblers higher than that. like the baby Jinx, for example, hatches higher than that. You can get Magby higher than that. You can get Munchlax higher than that. Almost every Pokemon hatches higher than that aside from the wee little babies like Cleffa. But yeah, you guys, I don't know. What do you think about using all my Stardust on this 100 IV Tyrogue? What do you think? Now, my logic here was this is a fighting type Pokemon. I'm going to use the fighting type moves, and those fighting type moves will be perfect against Munchlax. Munchlax is the meta in this game, and I'm pretty sure that Munchlax is going to be the OP warrior. Some people may even do 3 Munchlax with different moves. I'm not sure. I don't know what the exact meta is going to be, but I know I'm going to need some fighting types or something that's super strong against a normal type. So that's why I went ahead and powered this guy up, and I gave him the extra move just in case I need it, because it could be valuable. You never know. Now, eventually, once I'm done with this Rugrat Rumblers series, it'll be fun to evolve this guy, see what he turns into, and have a maxed out 100% fighting type Pokemon. But for now, this is all in good fun. It's fun to see what the Tyrogue actually maxed out at. It was less than 500. Sad day. I thought it would go a little bit higher than that, but you can see the power-ups were trash. It was like 3 CP per power-up and 1 HP. Absolutely terrible. Huge waste of Stardust, but eventually we will evolve that guy after the series is over. So that'll be some fun right there. Same thing with this Snorlax here. We'll eventually have a Snorlax when we evolve this guy, but for now, we are just changing those moves, powering up, doing all that stuff for the Rugrat Rumblers Cup. Alright, you guys, so my next power-up candidate is going to be a Lucky Magby. Now, I do have a Lucky 98% Magby, and unfortunately, I started powering this one up. The Lucky 98% has got 3 moves. It's already got the extra move. I don't know what I was thinking. So anyway, I already started powering this one up. I may end up powering up both of these by the end of the series, but for now, I just ended up doing this one. So let's go ahead and move into a battle. I did power-ups, I did trades. That's pretty much all of my preparation. It's not a crazy amount of preparation. I mean, it's just not a crazy amount of preparation. It's been a pretty simple little road to get to this moment right here. My first Rugrat Rumbles battle! Yes, let's see if my good friend Sasha has got any good babies to fight with. Up first, we have got Munchlax versus Igglybuff. Now, I'm not going to recommend Igglybuff for this particular series. It doesn't have a shiny variant, so there's no flexibility. And then it's also super weak. I'm guessing he did not power up that Igglybuff. I would almost guarantee he did not power up the Igglybuff because it had so few HP. But yeah, that's one of those weak baby Pokemon. There's quite a few extremely weak baby Pokemon like Pichu, like Cleffa, like Igglybuff. They just don't really do that much. Same thing with Tyrogue. I mean, you'd have to max that thing out before it's even a little bit useful. And you really need to make sure it has a fantastic move that you want to use. He did have Shadow Ball on the Igglybuff. That's a sick move. But Shadow Ball is not very effective against my normal type Munchlax. So it really didn't work out in this particular case. But maybe Igglybuff could be decent. Up next, we've got Elekid, and I decided to swap out for my Tyrogue. I already know that Munchlax is going to be meta, so I didn't want to just beast mode his whole team with Munchlax. I didn't think it would be fair. Plus, I wanted to give a little bit of a show of my Pokemon since I powered them up and spent the dust. So you can see Tyrogue is going to town over here. He did barely survive that. He barely made it through, but he's got his charge move, so let's see if he can come out with the feint. Make him faint. Oh, so close. So close, Tyrogue. I'm not sure if Tyrogue was a good use of Stardust. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Was Tyrogue a good use of Stardust? Don't know. Let's find out. We're going to use him a few more times. And I decided to switch over to my Magby, which thank goodness has fighting type moves. That's another very strong candidate to go against these Munchlax meta. So perhaps I totally wasted my Stardust on Tyrogue since you can get fighting type moves on Magby. I probably wasted my Stardust, alright? Probably just need to say rest in peace. I wasted my Stardust, alright? I could have spent it on something else, like the other Magby, for example. Anyway, what do you guys think about this series? Are you gonna do some Rugrat Rumblers battles with your friends in your local area? Let me know. And also, we have a Rugrat Rumblers channel on my Discord if you guys want to chat about this series, or talk about what's the meta, or get some battles with people. You can do that on my Discord. The link is in the description. Thank you everybody for watching. Thanks to my amazing subscribers, and peace!